The Yuma, Arizona desert feels like the land of the plenty. Arid fields planted and harvested year-round.
A lot of the leafy greens that land on kitchen tables across America come from right here in Arizona. In fact, last year, Yuma County was the third largest producer of vegetables in the entire country.
But around town, presidential politics seem to be sprouting up faster than the crops.
Who are you supporting this election?
President and his administration.
Definitely supporting Joe Biden.
In 2016, President Trump won Arizona by 4%. In Yuma, the margin was even smaller.
Delicious.
Oh, thank you. Coming to your store shelves in a couple of weeks here.
John Boltz has fields of honeydew and leafy greens. He's voting for President Trump for the second time, pleased with what his administration has done to decrease water regulation.
4, 5, 6 years ago, federal government was seeking to regulate every drop of water, whether it was in a canal, a pond, a puddle, or a river. We appreciate that the current administration worked hard to come up with a rule that made sense.
Across town in these kale fields, Vic Smith is casting a different vote.
How much are you voting for Biden versus against President Trump?
I'd say probably half and half.
Smith operates farms in 3 states.
Climate change, that's the one that scares me the most about President Trump. To deny that there's climate change and it's being significantly affected by man and our fossil fuel consumption, I think is totally irresponsible. Joe Biden will bring us back into some rational, coherent policies.
Smith and Boltz do agree whoever wins will have to take on an industry devastated by the pandemic. Tons of crops were wasted when restaurants, schools, and sports venues shut down. In June, food spending plummeted $12 billion compared to the year before. They also share common ground when it comes to the labor force along the U.S.-Mexico border.
We want a safe border with legal commerce going back and forth, and that includes the people that are going back and forth.
We have to have a stable, reliable, legal workforce.
Both sides planting seeds for whomever wins come November. Ling Kent, NBC News, Yuma, Arizona.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.